comrades, today is October 14, 2025, and the current time is 8:40 p.m. The Institute has acquired a large quantity of cans of Spam. This Spam will be served as the primary protein in all Institute cafeterias due to the near expiry date of these cans of mystery meat. That concludes today's announcements.
この番組はご覧のスポンサーの提供でお送りします。
For context, I ate Spam earlier today. It was delicious. I had Spam musubi. Actually, no, it was more of a Spam onigiri, but regardless, it's still delicious no matter which way you want to spin it. Okay, Spam is one of those things that just brings comfort to me. It is something that I grew up eating a lot, and so there was some Spam available, and I just had some. Spam musubi. Have you not had Spam musubi? It's essentially a Hawaiian way of preparing Spam where you just kind of wrap it in rice, or you put it on top of a bed of rice and wrap it in seaweed. Kind of like onigiri, but with Spam and more Hawaiian. And it's very delicious. I eat it I want to say I eat it a decent amount of time. Oh no, I say musubi. I probably fumbled my pronunciation of things. I tend to do that a lot, if you haven't noticed. And so I probably do mispronounce things far more frequently than I would like to admit. And it's a little unfortunate, but it's the sad reality of, I guess, how I, communicate through the English language, a very cursed language. I'm trying to get better at it, regardless. Hopefully, I'll get a lot better at saying words, but words difficult is all I'm gonna say. And yes, I do love Spam musubi quite a bit. It is one of my favorite dishes to eat, mostly because it's easy, it's tasty, and all that jazz. Also, we have recon armor. I'm just gonna allocate this real quick to people, because it might not be Helldiver armor, but it's at least armor, and I think Funbound should probably have that. And there's another one over here, which I will just give to Ixonia, because they might not have the right gear, but at least this will keep them at least space capable for the foreseeable future. We also need to haul this and all this other stuff. Anyways, how are all of you doing? Japanese 7-Elevens sell it, and it was so nice. Japanese 7-Eleven is actually one of my favorite things to get there. And like just the konbini in general was one, I would get a Family Chiki if I was near a Family Mart or the Lawson equivalent. But just getting onigiri, or just like those pre-packaged meals that they have, you just shove it into a microwave for like 2 minutes and it's just a delicious bowl of rice and meat, and it's like, oh. I mean, it's not the best thing to do. And a lot of things that and it's actually a lot better just walk to your local Yoshinoya or Matsuya or Nakao or any of those other places that are going to be a lot better. But sometimes you just need something super easy. You just go to the konbini around the corner and you're good to go. We did that quite a bit in when we were in Japan. We would go to I think it was a Family Mart. It was a Family Mart that was about a 5-minute walk from actually it wasn't even 5 minutes, it was like a 3-minute walk from our Airbnb, and it was amazing. It was like, oh my gosh, whatever we need, it's here. And it was beautiful. Anyways, how are all of you doing? How are you doing, Greywind and Arani and Goldenrod and Sun and Zoingo and Kefir and Marksman? Congrats to Marksman for being first. And also, I see some of you already contributed to the community challenge, where if this gets completed, we're gonna have to redo the Christmas album again. Which I think I'm a lot more confident in my terrible singing ability, so that might be okay to do. So we'll see how that pans out, if that ultimately succeeds or if it just whiffs and nothing ever ends up happening. We'll see. We shall see. Also, we need some water, so I'm just gonna quickly plop down a water pipe somewhere. This entire colony's water system is kind of non-existent, so I'm trying to at least fix parts of it, just so it's a little more, understandable, like how this operates, because it's a bit of a mess. Anyways, how are all of you doing? Are you all having a fun evening on this fine, what is today? Tuesday? Yeah, today's a Tuesday. Matsuya every day? Yes. I love... Me and Ray went to Matsuya once when we were there. It was in Osaka. And we went there for breakfast. And it's like, I spent the equivalent of like 10 USD for like 2 plates. Well, mine had like sausages and eggs and rice and a small bit of gyudon, and then Ray's had like a salmon and then the gyudon and all the other stuff, and it was like, oh my god, this is so good. Like, it's so cheap and it's so delicious. You try to eat that in the States, it's gonna cost you like $10 per person minimum, and it's ridiculous. You know what I mean? Twitchy for some reason, but otherwise doing well. Did you consume a lot of caffeine, comrade? It's probably the caffeine. You can't consume that much caffeine. Anyways, our goal today is ideally we will go into space and we will try to do some hell dives once we figure out what's in this ancient stockpile. We're trying to want to hack in there, see what's there, and also we need to refill our steel stockpiles and probably kill a lot more animals for food, because goodness gracious, we are very, very hungry people that need lots and lots of food. In fact, I'm gonna probably get rid of this thing so we can store all the food here, probably easier. And I'm trying to again replace all the doors with auto doors. That's the other thing we're in the middle of trying to do slowly. And I think what I'd also like to do would replace all the floors with steel floors. I think that would be very beneficial. Let's actually move the door here, get rid of this. Just like that. Okay. Anyways, hi Rocker, how are you? Are you enjoying Battlefield? I see you've been playing a lot of Battlefield 6, and so have I, because I have been playing a lot of it. I think I put like 20 hours into Battlefield 6 already. It is a banger of an experience, the kids would say. It is exciting, it is bombastic, and it has been my temporary addiction for the time being. Oh, just homegrown anxiety. Oh, okay, gotcha. Hope you feel better soon, Zoingo. I know that feeling sometimes too. I get it. 400, 450 yen for a basic gyudon. It is not beatable. It's so true. I try not to eat like only gyudon though. Like when I was in Japan, I wanted to eat a lot of other stuff. So I think my only regret last time was I only got to eat 3 bowls of ramen because Ray wouldn't let me eat anymore. Because she said, it's not good for you, it's unhealthy, you need to eat other things. And I was like, oh, but what if I wanted to eat my noodles, my bowl of soup and noodles? And she wouldn't let me, so that's the unfortunate thing. But that's okay, because next year I will return and I will be consuming some of that delicious soup. That is my goal. What are we researching? Oh, I know what we need to research. We need to research flak armor, which requires plate armor. So let's do that real quick before I forget. So, anyways, I know I'm a little late today, because obviously I have a lot of things to do before stream, and tomorrow, I think we will have our normal, stream tomorrow. I don't think I am going to be delayed by anything, so no need to fear, comrades. I will be here to play Hearts of Iron 4, and then on Thursday we will return to form and play some Star Sector, because we actually have not played Star Sector in a long time. I was checking YouTube when was the last time we actually played Star Sector, and it was all the way back in... Good God, when was this? It was back in... Let me find it. Gotta find it. Star Sector was last played... Oh my gosh. 3 months ago. So yeah, we're gonna go back to this. Can't help it if you prefer kaiseki meals. You want to try different foods, not just ramen in Japan. I mean, that's fair too. Yeah, I know you only have so many meals. And trust me, I do like a lot of variety too. I love having everything. How's my class going? We didn't do throws, thank God. Otherwise, I think I would have died today. What's my favorite ramen type? That is an excellent question. I generally prefer like some kind of like clear soup. I like, if I really want to be, if I want something heavy, I love a very thick, chunky Jiro-style ramen. But usually I'll prefer something like a Shio ramen. Just really depends like where it's from, and just see what they use as the broth base. I don't like miso based ramen too much. I prefer if it's got like a tonkotsu or like a chicken base as like for the broth. I find that's usually a lot. At least that's what I prefer. So there was one place, and I talked about this before. There's a place called Ramen Nagi, and they make their soup base with sardines. It is so savory because it is just full of fish flavor. It is like a punch to your flavor profile, or like to your taste buds. It is so good. I love it so much, and I wish I can eat it again. The unfortunate thing is that they actually brought over that chain into the United States. But for whatever reason, they decided that they were not going to bring over the fact that they make their soup base out of sardines, and they just decided to make them out of like the normal pork broth, you know, tonkotsu style. And I'm like, why? You're going through all this effort to bring this soup here, and you're not even willing to make it the right way? Why? What is the point? And to that, I am going to be perpetually confused, and at this point, it's just whatever. I can't do anything about it. Also, we need to crank the power up on these toxic electric boilers a little bit. Listen, I'm not going to say I'm particular about soups, but I will say I have strong opinions on soups, okay? That's all there is to it. I love soup. I've mentioned that before. Everyone knows it. Everyone knows I'm a soup fiend, and I consume crazy amounts of it. Oh, you know what we can do with our claw? Oh, just kidding. I was going to say we could put carpet in here, but we actually don't have any carpet. So I think we'll just... Oh, we don't even have sterile tiles. Where's my researchers? Oh, I know what my... Okay, so I have... Garm's the only researcher, and I think Garm... Probably move that punching bag somewhere else, maybe over here. Did we hack that thing yet? Okay, not yet. Okay, so once we hack that, we'll go see what's going on. Anyways, how have the rest of you been? Like I said, we didn't do any throws today, and... Oh, yeah. So, you remember how I did that Christmas album? Some people who've been here for a very, very long time ago. Oh, yeah, you died, Arani. It was very tragic. Yes. I think you died on the last map. You were beamed to death by a Cyclops, which I did not realize could kill you so quickly. We also don't have that many doctors. Well, we do now, but at the time, there was no one fast enough to go save you, which was the really tragic part. So, there was a lot of messes going on, but I know, it's very unfortunate. We're trying to slowly fix this. It's okay, right? Yes, are you sending me messages? No? Don't worry, we'll eat other foods when we're in Japan, but I'm just gonna want to eat probably some more soups than I did last time. It's okay, I'll find ways to fit it in my gut. Anyways, we have a community challenge thing, so if you remember about 4 years ago, I did this back then, where I said, hey, if this reaches the goal, I will sing a Christmas cover album. I decided, okay, let's do it again this year and see how if it'll actually reach the goal. So I did the math, and it basically requires about 8.25, so about 9 people every stream to do max contribution, which I think is fairly doable if people remember, hey, we got to do this contribution. So we'll see if it actually ends up happening, right? I think that'll be fun. Also, just an intercepted message. You have found a nearby location with loot. I like broth. I like broths that are, you know, fatty and clear. You know, there's a nice variety. Should we go see what's over here? This hidden loot? I think I do want to drop on that infested city, so we might go drop in there in the near future once we can get some more materials. The reason we haven't traveled into space quite much right now is we just don't have the materials. You might have noticed that we just are lacking in steel, and we dug out basically all the steel, but no one wants to haul 2,000 units of steel, which is kind of the problem. Also, a lot of our pawns are perpetually on the verge of having a complete mental breakdown, either due to being tired, eating bad meat, or the fact that we don't have a temple room yet, and I have no idea where we're gonna fit one. Like, this colony does not have a lot of space. Maybe I could turn this room into a temple room. Like, you pray before you go in and helldive. That could be an option. Might be a little excessive, but that's the only thing I could possibly think of right now on how to do this. We also need to figure out how we're going to get more reactor fuel, because we are starting to run out of H3 or HE3, helium-3, and our only solution to that is either we make it ourselves or we buy it from a trader who occasionally flies by. Also, I need to make sure everyone who's a helldiver has a cape. Let me make sure this is set. Oh, okay, so hold on. So Ladronis should have the helldiver kit. Infidave has it. Garm's got it. Who else has helldiver gear? Okay, they're fine. Okay, so everyone who should be a helldiver has the helldiver aesthetic. That's fine. It's okay, we'll find other clear soups, like udon soups for you. You know, a nice bonito broth base, so that it's not gonna be too salty for Ray's delicate taste buds. Also, I think we should just, yeah, so we're trying to, so basically while we're here, it's just, let's go in here. is what I've been wanting to do. We have 2.2 days, so we have enough time. So when it's daytime, we're gonna go in here and explore the ancient stockpile entrance and see what kind of treasures abound. And maybe kill some more bugs. Also, I think what I'm gonna do next week is I would like to do a community game thing. We haven't done that since Zomboid. So it's been a very, very long time. So I think what I'll do is I'll probably do a poll next week and say, what game would you all like to play on stream? And I think the options will be something like Helldivers or Minecraft or whatever else I could possibly think of that could be fun. I know I don't really do that type of thing, but I think it'd be kind of fun to try. Unfortunately, I can't do anything super crazy, like as much as I'd like to do Battlefield, because I love Battlefield. It's just not feasible due to the fact that my PC can barely survive playing Battlefield on its own. I think Shio is probably the lightest. Yeah, Shio as a base is probably the lightest one. Like a miso tonkotsu is probably... Like a Jiro-style ramen is probably the heaviest you'll get, but that's because they chop up a lot of back fat. And it's very, very heavy on the gut. So that's probably my interpretation of the soup varieties that you have access to, right? I think that makes sense. Oh my goodness, this lemonade is delicious. I got a lemonade with some lychee flavor in it, and it is quite nice, actually. Also, I might end the stream a little early today, just FYI, mostly because I am tired. I had very little sleep, so I am kind of functioning on fumes, but just enough fumes to be able to play the Rimworld as we try to... Okay, it's daytime, let's go grab you. Okay, so we're gonna grab Infidave, Garm, Ray, and Marksman. I think these four should be strong enough to go into the pit. Actually, Garm stays behind because I need him to research. I'm gonna grab Riston instead of Garm. So I think this stack of fine, brave Helldivers will be enough to go explore the deep, dark underbelly of this area and see what we find, right? Okay. Wow, that sure is a pit. Alright. Okay, so the problem I just realized is I actually need a hacker. Fun fact, Garm was the hacker, and I didn't bring Garm with me. Okay, so just kidding, I do need to bring Garm. Garm has to come here. Alright, get in here. Get in the pit. So I need to crack these open. I don't want to really punch through the walls. It'll take forever. Seafood-based tonkotsu ramen. Stomach did not like that. Oh, was it just, like, too different for you? Or is it just not something that you think your body is good to handle? Oh, hey! I actually found grav panels. I am excited for that. What is the other issue? Oh, okay, so Marksman... Okay, so that's not that bad. We gotta get Ray a new nose, that's the other thing. It sounds like it was really heavy. That does sound like a pretty heavy soup. But here's the real question. Was it delicious? If it was delicious, that's all that really matters. Alright, what's gonna be in this room? Shall we find out, comrades? So anyways, yeah, we'll see what games people are vaguely interested in trying out for a community night. I know we haven't done that in forever, and I think it'd just be fun. I guess Helldiver. Yeah, Helldivers are not... That's a big old bugger. Is he coming after us? We have to kill it. Problem is that it's really big. I need a way to bait it over here. Alright, there we go. Let's see if we have enough bullets to knock it out before it kills us. Yes. The answer is yes. It was and it was worth it? Exactly. There you go. See, you understand. Sometimes you just gotta be willing to eat the pain to eat deliciousness. Okay, so let's have you smash that and have Garm hack this, and that should be good. Finish this off. We don't need a Megapede. Megapedes are not necessary. Although I guess Minecraft is an option. I don't know. I haven't... Minecraft, like I said, I don't like vanilla, but maybe a community mod pack of some kind. Because I know I streamed Minecraft like once or twice, and that was about it, and we never played Minecraft on stream ever again. Alright, let's see what's in here. Just gonna go in here, and... That corpse has nothing of note. Next rooms. Let's go see. Okay, so I'll have you go check here. I think this room is safe. There is a tome about learning how to understand fused explosives, because of course there is. Let's grab that. Then I want Ray to check in here, and we'll send Garm down here to hack that door. Let's see if these two can find anything in here. What's in here? There is a turret. The turret does not see us, which means we can easily get rid of it. So we have EMP grenades. So peek around, throw a nade, go over here, and start blasting. And that did actually hit Ray quite a bit. Okay, there we go. You're 30, have partial lactose intolerance, IBS, and love spicy foods and ice cream. I'm not gonna say that. That sounds like someone I know. Maybe minus the lactose intolerance. Thank God I'm not. I don't think I'm lactose intolerant, but there's been a couple times where I've eaten lactose-based products, and I'm like, I kind of regret this. Usually not that big of a deal. You know, it mostly comes to mind because there's a time me and Ray decided to get some ice cream, and let's just say that ice cream place, it was intense. Oh my lord, that is a lot. Okay. So I need you to. So what we're gonna do is we have to hold this open. We're gonna have you step out here. If you can shoot it down, great. Perfect. Okay. So Garm's gonna hack the other door. Holy cow. Hey, remember how we needed Luciferium earlier? Yeah, there's a lot of Luciferium here. Oh, right, we gotta kill these things. Switch to killing these bugs. There we go. You switch to sword as well. It's easier. Perfect. Come on. Oh my goodness. You don't hack that. You need to shoot these things down. Come on. Alright, I think Garm's hacking accuracy is actually really good. So he was able to just pinpoint and execute those things without too much of an issue. If it could, your digestive system would have mutinied years ago. Is it that bad? I mean, I could see it. I mean, it doesn't sound that unreasonable. I know a lot of people have just really wacky digestive systems, especially if you're just not used to certain foods. It makes a lot of sense. Oh, hello. That's more bugs. All right, let's get in here. Pull out our guns. Gotta start blasting. So you swap, and Infidave, you stand over here, you swap. All right. Yeah, that Megapede surprisingly is actually surviving. Okay, finish this off. What's it? What else is here? Let's go over here. We might be running out of bullets, so I just need to be a little careful how much munitions we keep using. And then these guys will all switch to swords and just smash this thing. You all have swords, right? Okay. I think I have to click them manually to switch. That's fine. Okay, next room. Let's see what we find. There is another turret in there. Let's see if we can quickly grenade it instead. Just a simple grenade. Step inside. Okay, then we just go in and bum rush it. Okay, switch to sword. You switch to sword. You, and then these two will go over here. I want you hacking this, and I'm gonna have you stand over here. Perfect. We've gotten really good at this. Let's see what's in here. One box is fine, but yes, hello. That door's open. Okay, let's have you hack this real fast. Did you send me something on Discord, Ray? Every time you say my name, I'm like, you need to retire? What do you mean? What do you mean you need to retire? What do you mean by that? Like, your work is so intense that you need to retire from work? I think we got everything. I think there's nothing else in here. Alright, we got all the treasure. So, the only cool thing was 44 grav panels. Everything else doesn't really matter. You don't want to go to work, but you need money! You need money to pay for goods and services. The tragedy of living under this society where money is the end-all be-all. You cannot escape from having to do work. Everyone has to work. Alright, let's get out of here. So grab these 4, and then grab the jelly components panels. That is 11 Luciferium. Grab all the drugs while we're at it. Yeah, that's fine. I will let them do the thing. Want to trade jobs? No, not really. I like my job. My job is being a VTuber. Isn't it great being a VTuber? Unless you're on, like, Twitch, I guess, where everyone is constantly complaining. I sort of, every time I look on social media about being a VTuber, everyone is just complaining. No one is ever happy. Oh, Bashy got the plague. You know what we should probably do? We should probably get a Bashy bed somewhere that I completely forgot about. Where is Bashy gonna sleep? I guess Bashy sleeps in the kitchen. Actually, no, Bashy should sleep in this little room here. And then, if Bashy's injured, we do need to make an animal sleeping spot so we can tend to Bashy. Put it right there for now. And there we go. Should not be that difficult to tend to Bashy. Holy cow, when did we get that much meat? I cannot rip through all that meat. Okay. We may need to cook more food. But yeah, sorry, I like my job. My job is comfy and cozy and doesn't require me to suffer that much. Your job makes you suffer on a regular basis, and I think I'm good. I don't think I need that amount of pain and suffering on my day-to-day. Just add more fridges here, I think is fine. Let's also move this lamp right there. Okay. So, you've been avoiding social media so hard. There's only something to complain about and feel so like so. Oh, trust me. There's okay. You know what was really, you know what's actually kind of cursed about social media? Sometimes you just learn about things you never thought you'd ever want to learn about, but it's like, it's a saga that's just so stupid that you have to just keep tracking it. And the one that comes to mind recently is there's that one YouTuber. I think his name is Hassan. And that whole thing that happened recently where he was caught on camera apparently using a shock collar on his dog, and everyone got the internet did not like that apparently. And so everyone's making all the meme edits where he's just like zapping his dog. The joke is or supposedly the joke is that his dog is kind of like a prop in his stream or in his channel because his dog is just sleeping there. And it's just like, I mean, if it's a rowdy dog, then I guess having a shock collar is not, sometimes, you know, you have to have it. There's a reason why it's a product that exists. But there are people who think that, you know, you shouldn't have it. Yeah, have you seen the meme edits where he's just like, there's like he's zapping a dog in the background? That's the joke. Because apparently he zapped his dog on a live stream, and that's what everyone's going crazy about. I have no idea how accurate it is, and I think people were going around and finding like it's not actually like a zap collar. Some people were saying like it's more of a vibration collar. But quite frankly, I don't know. I'm not him. I don't know. But now you're more aware of the context of those wacky Zeus edits, which are quite cursed, I'll say that much. Have we gotten everything I need out of here? They're still down there, aren't they? Oh geez, these guys need to get out of here. They have not had any sleep. Okay, Ray, you can get out of here. And then these guys will probably need to get out soon. Garm is allowed to leave, I think. Just let Garm out. I think they've gotten almost everything. We can probably just get out of here soon. It is a shock collar? Oh, okay. Then that's pretty bad then. What are we grabbing? Oh, the go juice? That was a lot of drugs. Okay. Let these guys who just came back, they can sleep, they can do whatever they need to do. Let them do their business. So I forgot to make sure this room is occupancy checked so no one walks in here. Perfect. Look at how beautiful this is. We'll go into space soon. I think it's time for us to go explore, especially with all this food we have. We might as well. I actually have so much food, I actually cannot put it all into the fridges that we have. We need more fridges. Alright, so this... I think we can seal that off now. Let's seal this off. Exonia can steal it. Yeah, seal it off. There's nothing else in there. Cool. Perfect. Oh, have a good night, son. Thanks for swinging by. Hope you had fun. Okay. It seems like the frame dropping has stopped significantly, which I'm very happy about. You walked into a table and clipped your finger between your hip and table. How did you manage to pull that off? I am now concerned. I don't know how you managed to do that. Anyways, yeah, it's just interesting seeing all the weird, silly things that are happening in the VTuber sphere. I hope that I can do some crazy... I have decided that for social media, especially for Twitter, I'm just gonna... I don't know what you want to call it, I'm just gonna shitpost on that platform. If I post anything serious, nothing happens. If I post silly things, then things happen, so I don't even know what's happening. That's gonna be my new strategy for social media, because I don't know how social media works. I'm terrible at it. I know you have to be on social media if you're gonna be a VTuber or any other kind of content creator, but it sucks. I hate it. I don't know how to do it, because people are just like, just post whatever, it'll be fun. It's like, I don't know, I thought you have to post things that actually matter or be serious. I'm like, I don't. No, that's just how it is. Also, my foot hurts. I don't know why. I think we were doing a bunch of katas and it hurts my foot. Okay, if anyone you know makes a Google doc, you want to be included in the same size of 4 transcripts, get me in the screenshot. Here's my opinion. If I'm ever in a Google docie, then clearly I have failed as an individual. Like, how would I end up in a Google doc? I am probably... I don't want to say like I'm a milquetoast individual, which I'm not. I think it's just more... I avoid other people and other streamers fairly often enough that I don't think there's any chance that I would ever end up in any of those things, because I don't have a reason to be in those conversations that they're always having about, like, oh, did you see what this person did or what this person did? Like when Cinder drops a 1,000 page Google doc, I'm like, what am I looking at? That was how I felt. I was like, what is this about? Also, we can sell stuff. Let's sell the royal jelly. And I'd like to buy the herbal meds. We could make Bashy sentient. Seems unnecessary. We don't need this or that. I think I'm okay selling the mortar shells. I don't think we're gonna use those. What else can I get rid of here? I need to keep all the other stuff as much as I can. I think I'm okay selling the jelly promethium. And I don't think we're using 6x18 charge rounds, so that's fine to purge. And we got rid of the mortar shells. I think I'm okay getting rid of the EMP cannon shells. I don't think we're using those. Yeah, that's probably fine. Okay, perfect. Well, I make Bashy sentient because Ray wants Bashy sentient. That's the only reason we do it. I think if Ray didn't care, Bashy would never have been sentient in most of these runs. We did an entire run one time where Bashy was the central focus. Remember that? The Bashy's Bowl colony, where we were doing like genetic shenanigans to try to make a super Bashy creature thingy. Oh, hello, I can sell them my furs. Please buy my garbage. I don't need to buy their food. I actually don't need to buy any of their stuff. Their stuff is not really useful here. I guess I'll buy the cloth. What else can I buy? Wow, they have nothing I want. I guess the tea is fine. Barley tea and fruit juice and sell the flour. And I don't know. What do I even buy here? None of this is useful to me. Maybe we don't sell that much leather. Okay, there we go. We keep the chitin. The chitin? 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 I think that's how you pronounce it, right? Chitin, chitin, something along those lines. There we go. And then hopefully they'll leave soon. Maybe we just fly away. Alright, we gotta get capes on people. So Infidave does not... Okay, you have a cape. You have a cape. You don't. Who else needs a cape? Okay, so that's all the Helldivers that have capes. Perfect. So, our next major goal, now that we have all this plasteel... First of all, I don't know what's going on here, but... This should not be wood. This should be plasteel. So I'm gonna get all this out of here. Hopefully it goes into the right spot. And then all the plasteel is going to be removed from here. And we're going to try to clean this room that has been kind of just used as a general catch-all storage right next to the launch room, because I don't think we need it. We can probably get rid of these chem fuel tanks, so we don't need those either. But all the chem fuel is really going to be used for the HELLPODs. And then we'll be... Oh, wait. There's a bug wave. Oh, my goodness. I wasn't paying attention. How big is this? 9 hell beetles, 3 fuel mites, 14 boom ticks. That's a lot of buggers. They might be catching our guests at the wrong time. I guess we'll try to kill them now. We didn't really set up defenses, so I'm a little concerned that this might be going very poorly for us. However, I think our allies might have just baited out those bugs. All right, we'll let our long-range sniper specialist try to knock him out quickly. But our guests are they're not gonna live. Oh my goodness, there's well, that's not my problem. We'll clean up after it's concluded. You know, it's actually not going nearly as bad as I was anticipating. I think a lot of them just suicided into the caravan, and then they just died. I think really the biggest threats are the fuel mites, which I think they do explode on death. I think all these explode on death. At the very least, Riston and Garm should be able to take pot shots at range, and I think even Ladronis, because I think Ladronis also has. Yeah, we have 3 diligences. That should be enough. Now I'm curious if their first priority is the turrets, which it might actually be. Oh yeah, they're going straight for the turrets. Got it. Okay. Oh no, they're coming for us. Okay. Let's see how this pans out. Thankfully, with this many machine guns, it shouldn't be too difficult to try to knock them out. It's really the ones that are getting too close that I'm concerned about. Let's make sure we're tagging the right ones. Very good. Auditor's keeping them knocked out, and we did it. Not too bad. See, this is the power of Helldivers and large quantities of Helldiver gear. We actually got pulse munitions out of that too, which is really silly. Okay, so I have 40... Okay, 75 plus 7, so that's 82. I have 82 panels. 82 panels either gets us a temple room or it gets us a defensive line. So what I'm thinking is I would like to use... I would like to use these M64 railgun turrets, which are incredibly expensive, or we could use the M51 charge cannons, which is also incredibly expensive, but it would solve a lot of funny problems. The funny thing is these actually have to be put on starships, so they have to go on a grav ship. So I guess we should probably expand out our grav ship just to include those things, shall we? I'm thinking we have just enough to add a small firing line. I think. Oh, we don't actually have enough, no. We might be able to add like a bare bones extension like this. It's gonna look really ugly. The problem is the center of the ship is just like a giant bulky abomination, which I'm sure people are gonna complain about because it doesn't look prim and proper. But that's fine. Do you think we'll actually reach this community challenge goal, or did I make the cost too high? I thought 250,000 was, I think, doable, but I'm now second guessing. I actually can't change that number. Like once it's set up, it is locked in. So I'm hoping that number is going to be fine. Also, we got to kill that bug. Thankfully, Ray's got a gun. You know what? Just kill it. I think it's reachable, right? It's probably reachable. Really depends, I think. I feel like Twitch has been suppressing my true power. I'm hoping that at some point I can do another debut type thing in the near future. Hopefully if this thing that I'm working on in the background ends up panning out, I would like to do a new debut thing that will hopefully be exciting to gawk at. Also, I want to make sure this has a nice design. So let's see here. Dump a psychic suppressor on us and we get blasted. I don't really care that much. Did we get all that stuff over here? Okay, so we don't really need the drugs. I don't think I care about having smoke leaf or go juice or anything like that in our colony because that is just a threat. Yeah, I'm learning Blender is all I'm gonna say. And Blender is pretty cool. You can do a lot of cool things with that program. Oh yeah, so I think I need more. I don't have enough to set up an entire firing line, which is unfortunate. I guess I could do a bare bones defensive line by just putting embrasures, but it's gonna look really ugly. At the very least, I can put an auto door there, and that should be acceptable. Alrighty, I think we're done on here. I guess we're not, because Ranu decides to drop a couple of meteors. How are you doing, Ranu? Are you having a fun evening, too? Oh, we're gonna put a temple room. Ugh. We don't even have an art bench. I never built an art bench. Alright, we need an art bench. There is no electric art bench, is there? Nope. Alright. There we go, it's fine. You've eaten tasty noodles. What are the flavor of your noodles? Let me ask that question. I like noodles. One of my favorite noodles right now is like I was putting like a calamansi flavored Filipino noodle. It's quite delicious, actually, if you like Filipino foods. If you don't, then I don't know what to tell you. I don't think I need most of these. Are probably not necessary. Automated repair might actually be relevant, but let's think about that for now. Let's get a... Oh, we need sterile materials. That's what I need. Hold on. One of these is sterile materials, right? We already have sterile materials. Why can't we just sterile? Oh, we probably can. I'm just an idiot. I probably didn't see it. Okay. Let's quickly grab Vitals monitors. Probably okay. Fettuccine Alfredo with extra seasonings. Did you have any proteins on it? There's mushroom brandy pasta dish you adore. Here's the thing. I don't mind mushrooms if it's like really finely diced and just kind of meshed well into the sauce, but generally I try to avoid mushrooms whenever I can. I just never really liked mushrooms growing up as a kid, but I know a lot of people love them. Shrimp and scallops. Ah, yes, the seafood classic. Fettuccine Alfredo with shrimp and scallops, and maybe throw in some clams in there, maybe some mussel meat, maybe some oysters. Just throw everything in there, all the seafoods. That's what you really gotta do. Okay, so I think we have enough to make a sterile tile here, right? It's a little expensive, but I think that's doable. Let's add our little hospitalization technology floor thing here. You love the huge mushroom chunks? I don't know what it is. Like, I don't like the texture and the smell, which is weird because I love clams, and I think they actually have a very similar texture in that they're both fairly chewy and a whole bunch of other stuff, but I don't know why it's mushrooms specifically that just turn me off, and I just don't like it. It's strange, right? I think it's quite strange for me to complain about that, but it's true. I think I did this backwards. This door should actually be here. I want this one dismantled. And then I'm going to try to put the vaca barrier there. And I'm going to do the same thing on this side later on, where we're going to have the gun line, like the ship side gun line around here as well on this side, like, except the entrance point will be through the armory. And I think that's reasonable. I mean, if I'm ordering a pizza, why am I going to put mushrooms on it? You know what you want to know what the kind of pizza I like? Okay. Aside from the joke that I like really thick Chicago-style deep dish pizzas, I really enjoy a nice pan pizza with like a white sauce. I don't know if it's me, but I actually enjoy white sauce pizzas. I know it's not everyone's cup of thing, but for me, oh, it's delicious. White sauce pizza with chicken, sausage, onions, garlic, and spinach. That's how it's gotta be. There's a lot more steel on the map that we can keep digging out. Do we just leave? I feel like we should just get out of here. I think once this is set up, we'll bail. Where's my builder? Who's my builder? Gonna put a lot on the correct spot. Unbound. Let's just get this done over here. Is it because it's... No, I mean, it depends. Sometimes it is still a problem. I dismantled the wrong thing. I think there's a power line I... Oh, I know what I did wrong. I think I dismantled the wrong thing. I think I dismantled a temperature pipe. Yeah, that's not good. Okay. Let's fix that up. Okay, so I need you to dismantle the door because that's going to get replaced by a vac barrier. And then that will allow us to be able to use, use that as an egress point for the ship. And also let us go into space without losing too much of our, what should we call it? Our atmosphere. Because essentially, like, there's going to be embrasures here, especially once we get the turrets going. So that's why I'm setting this up like this. It's not the prettiest way, but it works. I think it's fine. I think it's reasonable. All right, perfect. I think we just go into space. All right. So if we go into space, what do we need? We have enough vac-stone blocks. Need more armor. How many more armor sets do I need? Okay, so I need... Okay, so let me think here. So... I think Kefir... No. Who's next on the list? I think Zeoposer and X-Slayer are next on the equipment upgrade list. Because we gave Zeoposer the autocannon, so we'll need an armor set. And so we'll need 2 armor, or 1 armor and 1 helmet. Yes, because there's already 1 here. So we'll make 1 helmet and 1 armor. And that should be fine. Anyways, Ron, did you like all that dev diary stuff for Hoi 4? I saw it and I was like, finally. Quality Japanese content in my Hearts of Iron 4 video game. I am kind of excited to actually play any of those paths. I am very interested in the Democratic Japan route, honestly. Just to see how that would turn up. Most mods don't... Yeah, I know. Most mods don't do Japan, a very good Japan path. I think the only one that I've played that I think did East Asia good was 8 Years of Resistance. I think that's the only Hoi 4 mod I think that's done a fantastic job of really expanding the East Asian gameplay. Aside from, Road to 56, which everyone and their mother loves because of the sheer amount of content that thing adds. But I like 8 Years of Resistance a lot. I'm hoping that this DLC also includes a rework or update to not just China and Japan, but also like Manchukuo. I would love to try doing the, the dragon that ate the sun type thing, or reclaiming the Mandate of Heaven as the really poor country led by Puyi, who never had a chance of being the great emperor that he was meant to be, and he's only known in history as the guy who failed, or the last monarch of China. What a tragedy to have your legacy just be that. Alright, let's be gone from here, shall we? Let's go. I think we have enough to go into space, right? So who's gonna be inside and not in space? So, let's see. I think Alana's space capable, right? No, because she does not have the space version of her helmet. Okay. People who are allowed in space are... Okay, so VacSafe is you. You... Definitely you. You. Okay, you. I think everyone else is okay to go outside. Okay. Where do we want to go? I've actually added more thrusters so we can actually go further in space, and I think I don't care about getting any more steel. We've actually gotten a lot. We have a lot of food. We have a lot of meat to last us for quite some time. Alright. Well, there's a meteor over here. Or we can go to the abandoned orbital platform, but I think I'm going to go to this meteor full of plasteel. That seems more fun, because we need more plasteel anyways, and I think we have enough water to last us for the foreseeable future. Yeah, that's okay. That's alright. I'm trying to think of what the end state for this colony is. I think if we do like a few successful HELLPOD drops on insect waves or insect hives, I think that'll be a good way to end it. I'm not really interested in going through the vanilla expanded insectoid mechanics of controlling the insects and all that jazz. I don't think it matters that much. I think it's just unnecessary. Okay, so this thing supposedly has a lot of plasteel. Let's go find the plasteel. And while we're chilling here, I would like to also use this as an opportunity to go do a few dives. Hello, Kahila. I'm gonna linger, but how is it? How are you doing? I'm having a good evening. Also, I'm sorry, Goosepips, I just saw your message. Yes, I am playing Rimworld. What do you mean VTuber playing Rimworld? Is that rare? It didn't seem like such a rare concept. But I'm doing pretty good, Kahila. I am a little tired, so I'm probably gonna end a little earlier, probably do 3 hours instead of 4, because I am an exhausted individual who has who does a lot of physical activity on days like this. Let's see. Alright, I think we're gonna try doing a hell dive. I think we will bring... I don't think we can bring the autocannon, right? Until we get Zeopulsar like proper armor, I'm not comfortable doing that quite yet. Well, actually, hold on. Zeopulsar, congratulations. Here's your helmet, and here's your armor. Alright, Zeopulsar is now capable for fighting down on the planet. May you succeed. Oh god, I hate the look of that parka. I don't want them wearing parkas. If you're a Helldiver, you should not be wearing a parka. It just looks terrible. Wait, no, you're not supposed to wear it anyways. Oh, I know why. Okay, so Helldiver. But he should take it off now, right? Perfect. Don't have the attention span for strategy games. I mean, that's true too. Strategy games have been one of those things I just love, but it's just... I know a lot of people just don't like watching it because it's slow and takes forever. I know how it works. Yeah, you're gonna get this one right there. Beautiful cape right there. Actually, with this, you should be able to carry all your munitions. So you have a redemption, the other stuff, the Peacemaker with probably almost no bullets or just one clip. All right, I think this is fine. Let's go. Let the miners do their thing until they find me more plasteel, and then everyone else, let's go. So let's try hell diving. I'm curious to see how this pans out. So we're gonna get Infidave and... Okay, how does this work? Okay, so we're gonna send in Riston. We're gonna send in Zeopulsar. We're gonna send in Marksman. And then we're gonna send in... Infidave. Alright, that's our hell dive crew. Alright, I want to see how this pans out, actually. Wait, do we have music for this? Hold on. Oh, I don't think we have music for this. Alright, fine. There's only one way to do this. Let me pull up YouTube real fast. We're gonna pull it up on YouTube myself. If I can find the dang thing. If YouTube also isn't slow. Helldivers Cup of Liberty. There we go. Because I want to see this in action, and hopefully this doesn't go poorly, because there's a very, very high chance everything about this is about to go very, very poorly. Alright. Alright, Helldivers to HELLPODS. Let's figure out our destination, shall we? Okay, so we're gonna select all these. How do I launch group them? Wait a second, 1, 2, 3. Okay. So, they're gonna land. I want them to drop... Okay, so I saved in case this goes very poorly, but I want them to drop on this hive. And drop at the edge. Okay, I don't know why I can't get them to launch as a group, but Good luck to all of them. Launch. Infidave still hasn't been loaded yet. Okay, so we'll wait for Infidave. He'll be like a person who's joining in late. Okay. So there's our HELLPODs. Drop it in. This is gonna go so poorly. I think Infidave finally reached this pod, right? Where's Infidave? I'll draft you, buddy. I pray for their success because... oh boy. There's a very high chance that they're gonna die. Like, you don't understand. Okay, so we're gonna stop that music. Oh. This. That's a lot of bugs. Oh my goodness. Oh, how did Marksman? Oh boy. Okay, no, you need to, no, just run. Okay. There's no way a single group of Helldivers are going to be able to deal with this, right? That was not the edge. I agree, Sky Peon. Bomba Fluff Noodle. Okay, so there's multiple tank roaches. There's a bunch of other random stuff. It's really the tank roaches that's... What's the silverfish? What is this thing? An incredibly rare and monstrously large insectoid of the Zyanides gene line. The silverfish, a colossal bug from the mineral-rich planet of Xandis, is encased in a nearly impenetrable exoskeleton composed of rocky formations. Oh, Jesus. Great. So, it's a tank. What is this thing's armor? Oh, God. Okay. The problem is Infidave also didn't drop yet, which is also a concern. Alright, let's see if I can have him drop in. Let's see. So I can at least select where he's gonna drop. The fact that they drop... Oh, Jesus. Oh, do we just run? I don't think we can survive this. Zipo's gonna try. I killed one, but I think we just leave. Oh yeah, let's just leave. Let's just get out of here. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, no, we're out of here. Bye. No, you gotta run. Come on, Riston, you can do it. Escape. Okay. So, what did we learn? I think we learned that there's too many insects and there is no chance that we're gonna be able to deal with that. Actually, what if we just walk back in there? Oh, you can't enter for 20... So once you leave, you can't enter for 24 hours. You're stuck out here. Okay. Interesting. So, yeah, we need... Well, one, we need stratagems, and we need to be able to launch those stratagems near instantly. The thing is, I don't think we have that right now. The only option would be to add missile bays to the ship, which I think we might have to do. I'm just going to make gravlight panels now. Just rip through the plasteel, make gravlight panels, and see what we can do once we have that. I think we are finding some plasteel. Hello, Garm. Good evening. You just missed our attempt at hell diving onto a enemy pod. It didn't turn out so well, is all I'm going to say. In fact, it turned out very poorly. Like, incredibly so. Alright, I'm just going to have them camp for a second. Well, I'm going to go back to the ship, and I'm going to have... Right, who's going to control Pico 03? Let's have Funbound do it. And let's go rescue our dear friends. Thankfully, I can just land, like, right here. And just get out of here. Because right now, I'm having you research, because you are a very good researcher. Eventually, we might have you become a pilot, but right now, I just need someone to come here and grab them. Oh, yeah, that time to land is kind of long. Oh. Okay, let's just get out of here. Alright, come on. Everyone on board. Okay. Perfect. So basically, if you missed it, we tried dropping in on an insectoid hive. There were way more bugs than we thought, and there was zero chance we were going to fight that off. Unless we had missile bays or some other form of additional defenses that we could use and abuse, which unfortunately we just didn't have. So, hopefully, we're gonna have to try to figure out what we're gonna do about that in the near future. So my guess is if we can get more grav panels, we should be okay. Now, unfortunately, manufacturing grav panels is gonna take a long time, and obviously these guys are strip mining as best as they can to find all the resources we need. So that's kind of the issue, and they have to remake the drop pods every single time. I don't know how to get these grouped is the other problem. There's gotta be a way to group them together. Anyways, let me use the restroom real quick because I have been I've been talking nonstop and I need to do exactly that. But you can see at least we're getting stuff done. And especially if we can find plasteel, we'll get even more stuff done. Also, I would like to dismantle this. And that's the only thing on this that needs to be dismantled, right? That should be fine. And so we have 75 here, which is okay. And we have enough power for the next 48 days. We will need to shut this off soon. Oh, is that how it works? They actually have to be touching each other? Like the pod launchers have to touch each other? Ooh, okay, that's less fun. Okay. I've got an idea then how we're gonna approach this in the future. I got an idea. So first of all, let's get some lights here. Let's get another light here. And 1, 2, let's get light. That should be fine. Because they're digging what they need to find. Funbound is still out here despite not having very good sub-zero temperature shenanigans. Recon armor actually does not give you that much temp protection. I think even with the super citizen casuals, it's not enough, so that's unfortunate. He'll survive, he just can't be outside for too long. Alright. Let me go use the restroom real quick. You can gawk at this in the meanwhile. Let's see, is there anything I need to build before I use the restroom? I know what I need to do. Let's get some more steel tiles everywhere. So basically, this entire area should be steeled up. And this area should be steeled up as well. And that should be good. Oh, okay. I have to double check. Someone else probably knows more than I do, but I don't know myself. All right, let me just use the restroom. I'll be right back. Gawk at this. Gaze upon our glorious ship. Hello, drunken wayfarer. How are you doing? I was gonna say something and I completely forgot it was. I'm trying to think of a topic. I had one and now I've lost it, and now I'm annoyed at myself for forgetting. Anyways, look at our beautiful ship. Don't you like it, drunken wayfarer? Look, it has HELLPODs. You can dive. You have weapons. We have actual production of things that will improve the state of our ship. It will just take some time. Isn't it beautiful? Actually, I just realized a lot of these rooms are incredibly cold, and that is a problem. Okay, so this needs a heater, which I think I'll just put right here, and we'll put another one in the back corners here. Tactical maid uniforms. I saw the thing that you posted, Garm. I think it actually looks pretty nice. I am glad that the skirt and other parts are quite a bit longer. I think that makes it look more prim and proper. I was never fond of the design where it's like very skimpy and scantily clad. I don't know why. I know it's very popular, but I've just never been fond of that. So the fact that it goes a little above the knee, much better than just going up to like the upper thigh. Although I guess it's a lot harder to reach your firearm. Just you gotta find some other spot for it. Very nice. Is this like an alternate outfit that you're gonna commission art of in the future, or is it mostly just as a for funsy type thing? I don't commission very much, and now I kind of need to commission some more because I haven't commissioned anything since that that other outfit piece, and I know Halloween's coming up, and I was like, ooh, should I commission a Halloween outfit? The question is, what kind of Halloween outfit? What kind of Halloween outfit do the masses prefer? What's even Halloweeny? There's a witch, there's mummies, there's, I don't even know, zombies, vampires? None of those seem that appealing to me, which is, I guess, the problem. Ray always just wants to get couple skebs. I know that's what she wants. That's why she's saying, Skeb, hey, 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 do this, do this, do this. I know what she's looking for. Well, you like the Your Forge inspiration. You do prefer longer now. Yeah, exactly. See, I'm glad that you also agree. Longer designs, I think, are just better in general. Okay. So the question is, where else can we help drop? The problem is we can't drop on that. We're gonna die. We could maybe drop onto the pirate bases, but that probably is a good way to die too. Could 4 people what if we dropped in with a vehicle? What if we went in with a vehicle of some kind? Maybe not. Maybe we have to just go in as is. Let me think. If we dropped in with a mech suit, this would be a lot better and more bearable, but that's also a very tall order to ask. So, why don't we try dropping in? I want to drop into that mech, that hive again, but I know we can't. It's too much. We'll explode if we try that again. So where do we even drop? Maybe we should have gone over here. Let's go to this intercepted message. I think we can't drop in there, but we can at least drop ourselves off with our little ship here. So we'll try that. Let's go. Let's try this. Why don't we go send in? All right, Garm, you want to go down there? Okay, you can pilot this. Infidave, Ladronis, Marksman, and Zeoposer get to go in. Okay, that's 5. There we go. All right, there we go. We're ready to go. Let's launch. So I want to go explore this. There is some kind of thing going on here, so let's just see what's there. What is the outfit mod? What's the outfit mod? A lot of times you can still run the outfit mod if it's not updated, unless it's like really old. Do you know which one it was? What you were using? Frog suit? Alright. Let's see. Frog suit. What am I looking at here? Let's see. Frog suit set, right? Is that the one? Oh wait, they're still in the atmosphere, huh? 1.5. Okay. Oh, yeah, because this doesn't have a... It's probably not vacuum sealed, and I assume you would expect this to be vacuum sealed so that you can actually wear this in the rigors of space, right? That's going to be my assumption, and it's not updated for that yet, which is unfortunate. I would agree. Okay. Yeah, I think that would be the update that you're looking for. At least that's my assumption and interpretation. Okay. That should be fine. Are we landing yet? Alright, let's go see what's over in this intercepted message, and hopefully it's not an ambush where we're gonna get murdered. Actually, I'm kind of curious. It stays in space for a while. When does it actually... Oh, it just appears. Okay. So how does this work? Visit intercepted message. I assume the... Okay, so... Hold on, what just happened? Okay, so that's cool. So we arrive. Our ship is here. We're being ambushed, so... We can just... Oh, right, it's still a moving vehicle, so I could just hover around, and then I could just be like, alright, stop, turn off, unload. Get everyone over here. We gotta fight off these angry tribesmen. We have weapons, and they don't. We probably should start carrying explosive grenades, is my thinking. Yeah, I think we should start carrying explosive grenades in the near future. Huh. Look at that. I don't think they have anything of note, right? No, it's just pemmican and small random stuff. Alright, that's fine. Let's just hop on the ship again. I don't think it really matters who's piloting it. Okay, so we need to move at an angle. And then... Now we can fly out of here. Let's go next door to the infested city. If this one is bad, then we'll just not come back to this planet. Maybe this planet just needs to be abandoned and we're done. Look at this beautiful thing. But yeah, I would say just try testing it and see if it works. And my guess is that it will probably work and you won't have too many issues with it. That's my guess. Also, for those of you who are tuning in, I don't know if you saw the community challenge, but if you want to contribute to force me to sing an entire cover album, it's there. We'll pick the songs on Discord at some point, but we're not going to do any of the songs that were on the last one, so it'll be all new choices this time. And that's going to run until basically for the next month. So it'll finish up mid-November, and if it's completed, I will try to get it done by Christmas. You need to finish the song? No, it's all gotta be all new options. Gotta have variety. Am I actually allowed to? Okay, I was wondering if I could actually contribute to this, but I cannot. I mean, 7% after one stream is pretty good. I didn't sing the other half of the song. Well, it's kind of hard to sing a duet when it's just me singing both parts. Is all I'm gonna say. Very awkward. Especially because there's like one male part and one female part, and I'm expected to sing both of them. That's strange. Is that what you're asking of me? Okay. Holy cow, this infested city must be a nightmare. It's taking forever to load. Okay, that's a lot of buggers. What's this? I guess this is the safest spot to land. Oh. And as soon as we landed, a bunch of insects just spawned in. Great. We might need to just not stay here very long. We might just need to get out of here ASAP. Did I sentence them to die? Okay, hold on. So... how do we survive this? You're not asking. Is that a threat? Is this a threat? Okay, so we know there's a bunch of bugs coming in this way too, so we gotta deal with this ASAP. Oh boy. You can kill the small bugs, but there's a lot of big ones. Oh jeez. We're getting overrun. Okay, so far so good. We're surviving. But with the big one coming in, it's going to be tough. Invade is holding that entire left side by himself. The autocannon is ripping through the really big megapedes, which is fantastic. Garm is sniping whatever he can. The megapedes are down. Okay, let's see if we can assist Infidave over here. They'll go around. Oh, there's a lot of small ones coming in. Alright, the opposers are out here. Alright, these two are going to switch to their swords. You need to switch to your sword. And then see if Garm can poke from the side and assist over here. The opposers are going to do what he can here. Thankfully, the armor is keeping everyone alive. Okay. Come on. You should have an angle here. Alright, this is why we gave everyone melee weapons. These guys are fine. We actually didn't take that much damage. In fact, Infidave is somehow alive and not caring, which is good. Send you over here, switch the swords, poke this one out. Okay. Come on. Alright, we did it. We have survived our initial encounter with the insects. Now the question is, can we navigate the rest of this abomination? Hello, Proxy. I don't know if we can, but we'll try. Oh, she's still alive. Switch to your gun. Yeah, that thing ain't gonna survive too long if you just pop in his head. Okay, go over there. Fantastic. Where's Garm? Where's the opposer? Alright. So, I want to Oh, no. We gotta get out. Never mind. We're out of here. We're out of here. They're coming in. They're swarming. You see what I'm seeing? Oh, yeah, Proxy can't hear me, but yes, I said exactly that. Yeah. We all saw the bugs just start swarming, right? Yeah, I think we just get out of here. Let's skedaddle back to the ship. And let's just return to the relative safety of our humble abode. Far from the nightmares that are about to befall us. I am out of... There's no plasteel yet. Okay. Yeah, that was not worth it. Hi, Proxy, how are you? Yeah, we were trying to drop into a ship, or, sorry. Into an infested city out of curiosity while I was in there, and we realized, oh, this is bad because we're gonna die. Now, thankfully, we managed to survive without too much issues. We just kind of skedaddled on out of there, which is why we have the Pelican. But it was still a little spooky. Oh, a trade ship was passing by. Fantastic. I would like to have someone talk to them. All right. You trade with them, and maybe they'll provide us the fuel we need. We need helium-3. Unfortunately, they are not selling helium-3, but they are selling plasteel, which is fine. 363 of it, to be exact. In exchange, I will offer them... I kind of want to use the waybill to find out, to look for a quest. There's very little I can sell them. They do have helium-3. So I need 4,500. Then a definition of, oh, what's this into K things by? Yeah, that's how it felt. That's not even a joke. That's exactly how it felt. Maybe I get rid of the intel map and the waybill, and we'll use the confidential intel map to get a quest. And then we'll burn through... We'll sell one of them, too, so we'll at least get a small profit. I sell the Nutramine. I think I might need the Nutramine. Literal medicine is tempting to take. This is fine. Perfect. Anyways, how are you doing, Proxy? I'm sorry, I'm like yawning. Like I said, I'm gonna end stream a little early today because I am like weirdly tired. So we'll see. I also have like a lot of other crazy things happening this weekend. Like this weekend, I plan on going to a gun range with some friends, and we're gonna go pop, 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 shooty, shoot, shoot, and I think it'll be a lot of fun to experience that. I have had lots of practice in VR, which is absolutely not how it all relates to real life. Also, why is Yuka dying? Oh my goodness. Okay, why are you outside without a helmet? Must have swapped the helmet out for someone else. Okay, so you're not allowed outside anymore. Yeah, Rudy Tooty Toot, just like a true American would. That's the way it's gotta be. Okay, so Yuka almost died of vacuum exposure because I wasn't paying attention, so that's not good. Poor guy's still alive, so that's fine. You're more American than I am in that regard. Trust me, it'll be fine. I'm getting my American card back, just like how I have to get my Final Fantasy XIV card back. Oh, we actually made a lot of grab panels, surprisingly. Alright, let's go... expand the ship even more. How many tiles do I have? I have a lot, okay. I know we have one more grav core as well. So let's just expand out like this, I think. If I do this right... Also, can I get rid of this? I will regain my card like I will regain my Final Fantasy XIV card by beating you to beating the Final Fantasy XIV Dawn Trail main scenario. Maybe. I will try anyways. I guess I can't guarantee it at this point. Also, 1 second. So I think what we're going to use for security is... I don't think I actually want the railgun. I think this charge cannon is probably better. Or what if we just, what if we alternate it? So it's like one... How many can I fit? Okay, so I could fit that many. I'd probably trim it on this end so it's not so intense. And then... The problem is I didn't download the mod that gives embrasured ship hull. I might have to download that so that I can make this look correct. At the very least, I can do a steel embrasure that's not going to look perfect, but it'll probably be acceptable. Something like this is fine. And we're not going to make all of these. That's too many. But if we can build one, we can use that as a proof of concept for the rest of the ship and see how it's going to pan out in terms of how it looks. And also I need one of these open because otherwise our pawns are not going to be able to get back on the ship because I would have sealed it off completely. Okay, so that's... I mean, it seals off. I guess it's not the worst thing I've seen. It's probably acceptable. And then we can finally build more vitals monitors. Let's get another one of these things in here. Probably here is fine. Perfect. Do you not like how beautiful this is panning out to be? I think it looks fantastic. Like, quite frankly. My guess is that we'll probably end this colony, though, after probably 1 or 2 more streams. Mostly because I think we're reaching the point where it's like, alright, we've reached where I think I'm comfortable with saying, hey, we've done what we wanted to do. It's really, can we just defeat a insect hive? So, if we can get the weapons necessary to defeat an insect hive, I think I'll be happy, but if we can't, we'll try our best. But the goal is to kill at least 1 insect hive. If we can kill 1, we can kill them all. And you saw how many insects were involved with that, so we can't just drop in. We have to find a very smart way to drop in. And that's what makes it scary. We still have a lot of food, so I think we're fine, right? Yes. And Bashi has his own bed. He's a very relaxed doggo. Look at him. He's happy. We still need more weapons. What is supposed to be in here? This is supposed to be... what? Machine guns, which we're not using. We have 1. Let's need a better weapon kit. Let's see here. We do need to get Yuka a melee weapon kit and probably give Steve a basic shotgun kit. Actually, Sun should have a basic shotgun kit, because even if you can't fight, having a weapon just so I can call upon you in an emergency is incredibly important. I think a lot of people just build bricks because technically a square is the most efficient shape for the ships that you can design in Rimworld, so it makes sense. Now, it does take a little bit to get away from the brick design. I know I've definitely suffered from making just generic brick designs quite a bit. So, it's rough. If we can just get more plastic, I think I'll be happy. I also thought about putting in giant cannons, not just these things, by the way, which are very, very expensive and require a specific type of bullet that we don't have. M51 charge rounds. which probably have to be made inside of this thing. Okay, I do not know where this bullet is manufactured. This uses its own... Oh, it's 2105. Okay, whoopsies. 20x105. Which is probably made here. 20x105. Okay. Can I make it here? Alright. So we can either use ion, concentrated charge, or... I think we just do the normal charge rounds. Holy cow, these are expensive. 16 components for each one. 6 steel and 4... Oh my goodness, these things are expensive. These things are hungry. Oh, we may need more auto fabricators. That is not nearly as... Okay. Yeah, that's a bit of a problem. I did not realize it was that intense, how much this requires to function. We also can't even use this without a defense grid set up somewhere, so we'll need to set one of those things up, which, if you don't remember, is this fine little thing, the... Where is it? Little defense grid console, which I guess we can put maybe in the corner here. And that's probably fine. Carpet making is okay. Let's get... Oh my gosh, let's get surrogate organs. See if we can get Marksman's brain back up to function. I know that's something Marksman's been wanting for a while. Alright, so here's my future Rimworld plans, just so that I can get out there. We're gonna finish this colony up, probably next week. And then, after that, we will try a colony where we will do the full-on... you can buy whatever you want as long as the technology for that item has been unlocked. We'll do one silly colony where that is a function and everyone just buys, and we'll just build real fast. You can buy in your pawns and we'll make it nice and thematic. I don't know what we're gonna do. We might do the Western theme, or we might do a... We're not gonna do Starter Town again. We might do a Har race. I've been kind of looking at the Har races on the workshop, and I've been kind of wanting to do a Curran run again because I like the Curran quite a bit. If you don't remember, they're the anime fox girls in the workshop that some people enjoy. I personally like it. Want to be the big moose girl again? Oh, the Moosians were... They were quite something. I still can't believe they had a weapon that was just, hey, it's a really big club. It's a 500-pound club. This thing will beat a human over the head in one swing, and no one's gonna be able to stop it. It was really funny, I'm not gonna lie. It was really busted, but it was really funny. The Dragonians were also really cool too. I was thinking about the Dragonians recently. Absolutely not. Why would I ever be influenced by what other VTubers are doing? That's the crazy part. Surrogate organs. Okay, let's grab synthetic organs next. And that should be fine. I've been watching the whiskey run, and it's an interesting experience, is all I'm gonna say. It's a very, very interesting run. I like the fact that she's using multi-floor for the grav ship. If I had that as an option, and I didn't think it was gonna break the game in half, I think I totally would have tried it. I think it would have been really cool to have that as a function, but I chose to not do it for this run. I definitely think we'll need a bit of a break from the spacefaring runs for a little bit and try some other stuff. I also... Oh, we're supposed to do a raid on the surface. Are we missing any ponds? Do we have any beds? We have one spare bed. Okay. Okay, so if we have one spare bed, maybe we have to go get our new friend. Let's have Ray go over here. I want that one dug out. We need the plasteel. Oh. I do not myself. I thought about buying the plush, but I just don't have money for plushes right now, and it would have been really funny to have a front towards friend plush. It is like Clay the Claymore is such a really like genius design in mascots. It is such a good design, and I wish I was half as creative as Whiskey or whoever came up with it to have that as a mascot. It's simple, it's recognizable, people know what they're looking at, and it's great. Like a claymore that says front towards friend. Oh, it's beautiful. It's perfect. This is what peak character design is all about. Did I build the thing? I didn't build the thing yet, did I? Oh my goodness, I just realized the other problem too is if we're gonna put the security defense grid console somewhere here. We can probably just put it somewhere here-ish. That's gonna have to hook into the defense grid, which is gonna require plasteel, and guess what? Oh jeez. No, hold on. It's gonna require chem fuel. You know, we don't have a lot of, surprisingly, chem fuel. We have some, but we stopped manufacturing large quantities of it. You have two. I'm not even surprised that you would have two. Wait, did you guys buy the Wishy plush? I know she has her own plush coming out soon too, which I took a look at. And I'm like, oh, that's kind of cute. Was my first thought. I need to crack my back. My back is killing me. Oh, cow. I would love to have a plush one day, but I just don't think I am big enough, and I'm not sure if I'm ever going to be big enough to have my own funny plush like that. I would love to, don't get me wrong, but it's just very, very unlikely. Maybe one day. Maybe one day I'll have a nice big plush available. Maybe not even big, it's just gotta be, I just want it to be like a Fumo-sized plush, where it's like, you look at it, you'll recognize the influence, and it'll be great. I don't collect plushies that much. I've collected a few. I mostly prefer collecting Nendroids and Fumos, and I don't own a Fumo myself, but I know which characters I would like to have one of. Totally not from a game involving cute girls doing cute things with cute guns, of which I am deriving a lot of inspiration for various different things from. That's not even a joke. One of the things I'm working on in the background has been directly influenced by that title. No, it's a good thing. It's not a bad thing. I can't believe this. You can't just say anything I do is sus. That's not nice. I do a lot of non-sus things, okay? I do a lot of non-sus things too, okay? Not everything I do is sus. How could you say such a thing? You don't believe me. You think everything I do is sus? Oh. Okay, so if it reached 20k today, so that's, what percentage is that? That's, okay, 8% after one stream. So maybe after 11 streams, this will probably reach its goal. If we do like a really big fancy stream where a lot of people come and watch, they'll probably drop a lot of points onto it. We'll see. We'll see how it pans out. Anyways, also, I forgot to say, but how are you doing, Kyoso? Hopefully you're having a good evening, too. And the other thing, too, is, I might actually do that PME after all. That Fire Emblem PME that's been sitting there for, like, untouched for almost a year. I think I'm finally getting back into the rhythm of doing Fire Emblem stuff. And I think it should not be too difficult to plug in, and we can definitely give it a shot. Even if it'll be very difficult to play. I think it's at least doable for the most part. Also, let's make sure the ammunition is #1 priority, because that thing is expensive to make, and we gotta get that slammed out. You're having a sad 5 a.m. Oh my goodness, it's 5 a.m. for you. Good morning. Hopefully you're having a good good morning. Why is it sad? Something bad happened? Something along those lines? Oh my gosh, yeah, I'm probably gonna have to end this early. I don't know why Tuesdays have gotten a lot harder for me to stay awake on as of late, and it's just been a struggle because of all the stuff that happens on days like this. And I'm also like learning a lot of news about the dojo that I attend for my martial arts classes. Let's just say there's been some events that have happened recently that have caused a schism as of late, and it's not fun. It's not fun, and I have to be caught, not quite in the middle of it, but I know a lot of the people that are involved with said situation, and it's a little unfortunate. So hopefully it all gets resolved at some point. But at this point, I don't know. It's just rough. A lot of things are just happening in general. But I'm supposed to be here to provide you like a nice place to relax and stay and not be too stressed out about stuff. Oh, that reminds me. What was it? Yeah, something Pokemon related, and now I'm like blanking out. I know Pokemon, like the new one's coming out tomorrow, and I know Ray's first thing is I'm gonna be playing Pokemon non-stop. Right? Is it tomorrow or is it Thursday? It might actually be Thursday. I think Ray's just gonna end up playing that game non-stop once she gets her hands on it. And me, as much as I love Pokemon, I just can't justify buying the new Pokemon game yet. I think maybe if it ever goes on sale, I might justify it, but at its current price, Pokemon games are just so expensive now. I just can't. And the thing too is like the formula is just kind of not quite bored me. It's just not as exciting as it used to be. The other thing too. Bro, you're so mad they stopped updating console Rimworld. Wait, did they actually? Let's see. I did not actually know that. Console Rimworld Odyssey. Is it? Okay, wait, hold on. Wow, I guess they... Oh, so whatever you have, that's it? They admitted they abandoned the game because it's in a good enough condition, but they didn't update. Oh, gotcha. Ludean says okay, so the developers D11 basically said they're not going to do anything. They have no plans on working on the console edition of Rimworld any further. Oh, I did not know this. So quite frankly, I'm not gonna lie, I do not know anything about the console version of Rimworld other than the UI was pretty good. Did you get any DLC at all for console Rimworld, or was it just base game and maybe royalty? Let's see here. Console Rimworld. My guess is the console version probably did not sell that much comparative to the, you know, the main version. Oh, you just didn't get it. Let's get anything. Okay, got it. At least that's my understanding. I'm sorry. I'm like also looking on the website right now, just trying to see what they actually included in the console version. Okay, so yeah, looking at it right now, it looks like it only went up to Ideology, which was in 2023, and then that was it. They never did anything else. Oh, that sucks. I'm actually also checking their wow, even the Twitter account has not been updated since 2023. Yeah, I think it's just straight up abandoned. Like, you're never getting any more content, I think. That sucks. I'm sorry to hear that. I know a lot of people like the console version because my understanding is that it actually played pretty well. We're talking about the Rimworld console edition, Ranu, which only got DLC up through Ideology and then nothing else. To be fair, it's like, I think Rimworld's one of those things you can also play on your Steam Deck if you have one, but I know not everyone can afford a Steam Deck, and most people already have PS4s and Xboxes, so playing Rimworld on that makes sense. Like, yes, you're limited by the console's hardware and limitations, but not everyone can afford a good gaming PC, so I understand. I understand the frustration. There was a game that I also played a long time ago that had a similar problem. I didn't play it on console, and it never had cross-platform compatibility, but there were a lot of people that were complaining about the issue of the fact that the console edition never got updated. You wanna know what that game is? I used to play this game called Payday 2. Very cool shooter if you're into that type of thing. And it had this entire shtick where, for lack of better terms, it was a lot of violence and updates. They were updating the game constantly with new weapons, new items, new heists, basically new stages. And the console edition never ever got any of those updates. In fact, I think the only way they did it was they re-released the game every now and again as like new complete ultimate edition and they would do it again and again, and then that one would have like additional content that would release on the PC, finally being ported over to the consoles, and it only took forever to get to that point. Yeah, it is a really good game. Like, I played it a lot as a kid myself. Well, not as a kid, but like as a young adult. I enjoyed Payday quite a bit. I heard Payday, I was gonna get Payday 3 on release, but then I played the beta, and that was a real quick way for me to immediately not want to buy it. So I just did not care. You have it for free on PlayStation Plus? Yeah, but it didn't have... Oh, okay, I didn't know it went on PlayStation Plus. You got it on release and you refunded on release day because it was unplayable? Yeah, I heard it was unplayable and it was just a giant mess. So that's why I didn't touch it. It's unfortunate. I heard it was... I heard rumors that they might be like just moving on to developing Payday 4 or some other game in the Payday universe and just more or less abandoning 3 as it is. And I'm like, that's a good way to immediately kill any goodwill that you may have with whatever remains of your player base if you are not willing to update the game and you're just going to be like, you know what, screw the players, we need more money, so we're just gonna make a brand new title. And anything else that we had promised these players, haha, not happening anymore, bucko. Which is a shame. I think that's a shame. Sometimes you have to just eat the cost and try to maintain that player goodwill. But at the same time, I also understand it's a business where they need to make money. If you're not making money, just, you know, just gotta, what's what I'm thinking of? Stem the bleeding and just terminate the project. Also, holy cow, what's happening? Oh, there's a mech hive. I think we just get out of here. Oh, Ray's still in there. That turret's not ready, is it? It's not. We didn't make the bullets yet, did we? Wait, we didn't load it up yet, actually. Okay, okay, so they're attacking us, which is bad. We need to get defenses going, so... we could fight them off. We probably should. Get inside here. Marksman's already right here. Let's have Marksman on the turret, on the defense grid. Okay, you need to quickly reload this thing. You have the munitions in hand. Everyone get inside. We'll do what we can. But I wasn't expecting to get attacked. Oh, you do not have gear for this. You do. Okay. Let's see how this pans out. I wonder if we can... I wonder if this group is strong enough to handle the large quantity of mechanoids that are coming our way. The problem is that we don't have a good defensive line, and they're just approaching from whatever angle they want. Thankfully, Marksman is a pretty good fighter. Oh, it's Lancers too. Okay. Ooh. Infidave got shot right in the nose. These guys don't have an angle on that pikeman. I don't think they're shooting anything yet, which is fine. Oh, I need Zeopulser out here because Zeopulser has the autocannon. Let's just watch and see what's gonna happen. I don't like the angle that they're approaching. You do not want to go out there, buddy. Do what we can. This thing surprisingly takes a little bit to aim. Let's get you inside. You're getting gunned down to death. Let's get you inside. Just let the turret do its job. The drone is also getting slapped. Yikes, okay. Oh my goodness, yeah, we're just, you switch to the autocannon and you're gonna shoot from the corner. And then... whatever pops up, we'll just gun it down. Okay. So this thing did a really good job. He did one game and the servers broke. Yeah, that sounds about right. Like I said, I think Payday had a lot of potential, but I think they squandered the game really badly by not, you know, really focusing on the formula, I guess, is the best way. Oh, this is gonna shoot us. Yep. Okay. Can these guys gun this down? Maybe we can quickly rip that Lancer apart if we're fast enough. I will undraft everyone, let them tend to themselves, and these two should be good enough to do a little bit of sneaky stabby. You started a new amazing cultivation simulator run, almost dead already. Why are you almost dead? Did you fail to add the correct amount of feng shui to your temple? Did you face the doors in an easterly direction that is causing the chi to be blocked and only causing bad vibes all around? I don't know how it works. Got some of these injuries, that should be fine. These two should be good enough to go kill that Lancer without additional input, and then we'll just send everyone and make sure no one's gonna die. And you are free from this console as well. Come on. Oh boy. Thankfully they do drop a little bit of stuff which we can utilize. The plasteel is really handy. I don't think you got a brain scar. You're fine. Yeah, you just got shot in the head, but no permanent injury. It's just a little bit of a scratch. Only fighters out adventuring. You are still alive, yes. Yeah, you're still alive. Yeah, isn't like the whole thing with Cultivation Simulator? Like, I've seen, the only context I have about Amazing Cultivation Simulator is I saw Seth's video about it, and that is it. I have not played it myself, and I don't understand wuxia concepts too much that I would actually would not enjoy it. I'm mostly aware of wuxia concepts through the sheer quantity of memes that are involved. Like the Jade Beauty, the childhood friend, the young master, the 5th level celestial god dragon empress king that you have to defeat in order to reach level 5 of heaven. That type of nonsense. Hello, Krusty. Good evening. How are you? Did you do your contribution to the channel challenge to make me sing a Christmas album again? You basically have mortals left and they're being attacked by martial artists. Ah, okay, so you're basically dead. There's no way you're gonna survive against all those martial artists. Also, make sure I have Shred. Wait. Oh, I forgot to put Shred this. Okay, Shred, do forever. Okay, so I want to make sure we're shredding those mechanoids. That's easy stuff. You want the mustache? Sure thing, comrade. Let me find the mustache for you. There we go. Perfect. You wanted a stash, there's your stash. Oh, I forgot. This week is TwitchCon. Holy cow. I completely forgot it was TwitchCon until I was looking on social media. It's like, oh yeah, who's going to TwitchCon? And I was like, oh my gosh. That's why I'm not seeing a lot of my normal streamers streaming on this weekend. Which means it's my time to shine as the one of the few remaining people who didn't go to Twitch. I didn't go to TwitchCon because I'm not cool enough to go, I'm sorry. I don't know. I think it's one of those cool things that like people go to network and stuff, but I'm always scared of going to these content creator type events because I feel like with these sometimes people might be just shallow, and your entire value, whether or not someone's even going to willing to talk to you, is essentially the size of your EPing, or as we call it, your subscriber, follower, viewer count statistics, right? Because everyone's just trying to go to the top, and it just seems so it seems inauthentic, right? And I get it, that's fine. Like that's it is what it is, and I understand why people are like that. That's also the reason why I myself am probably never gonna attend one of those events. Just doesn't really make sense for me. Also, let's make sure we are ripping these pikemen apart because that is free parts. Also, that is free components. I would like to grab those. And didn't we kill this one guy? Okay, perfect. Alright, I need Ray to dig this plasteel out. You're having a great night. So amazing that you can order Muhammad through the mail. No, what's Muhammad? I assume you just ordered some stuff and it just came to your house. You can order a lot of things through the mail. Are we making the back rooms? What do you mean? The back rooms here is for the... This here is... We're strip mining it for plasteel because unfortunately our colony consumes incredible amounts of it, and so I need to make sure we have enough of it. That's really all there is to it. Does this actually provide plasteel? I don't actually remember. Oh, it's only steel only. Got it. So that's exactly what's happening. Although I think we might leave. And we might just go back to the planet and just find another spot to just hang around in. Oh, I know. I know what we're gonna do. So we're gonna go find a quest. I know exactly what quest we're looking for. If I can find the item. We should have an intel map somewhere. I can find it. Alright, there's a confidential intel map. If we use this item, it will lead us to a quest marker that will have lots of treasure. So we're gonna do exactly that. I'm gonna have Ray crack that open. Find me a quest. Tell me where I can go adventure. Any day now. Where's Ray? Oh, I sent Ray all the way back. Right, okay. There's not a lot of plasteel here. Helldivers drop pods. Yeah, we'll, if we can, we'll hell drop in. There's an ancient shopping plaza. Oh, that's really far. Non-stop work. There's always work. Yeah, the work never ends. Ooh, that's really far. So two choices. We can just send the Pelican over, or we could try to drop in there. But I think the drop is too far. I have an idea. Let's just get out of here. Yeah, I don't think I want to be here. Well, let's launch. All right. Let's get off the rock. What do you mean you can order the 3.5 dispense over there with? Oh, it's like a THC weed thing. Got it. Okay. Gotcha. Alright, yeah, we don't need anything else here, I think. Let's get out of here. We'll find some other way to drop pod in. I think for this one, we're just gonna have to fly in the old-fashioned way. But we have a lot of spaces where we can go. I think I want to land... Let's see. These guys hate us. These guys do not. Those guys do. Okay. I think everyone just hates us. There's, like, no one here we can trade with. Everyone out here wants to kill us. So, why don't we land... I think this coastal atoll might be fine. And then we'll just use the Pelican to fly on over to that mall and just see what we can find there. The consumerism to modern slavery video. What is this video context? Is it like one of those video essays that get depressing real quick, or is it just a haha, look at what's happening now? To be fair, you can ship a lot of things if you just don't, like, make it sketchy. Like, if you just... Well, if all you do is put your stuff in a box, I don't think they're really going to open it. I mean, they'll put it through a scanner, but... What are the chances of it being, like, singled out? Like, oh, this might be weed. Your fingers in pain? Yes, stop playing 14. You know why? It's because you've been playing too much of that darn video games and not exercising your hands enough. And so that's why your fingers cramping. Senior high school teacher. Oh, okay, gotcha. Okay. Oh, right, I forgot we're getting rated by... Why is this, like, a perfectly shaped moon? There's, like, a weirdly perfectly shaped moon. Alright, well, we're gonna land, like... I don't know, I guess we'll just land, like, right here, it's fine. Or we could land, like, right here, too. If we land right here... could force the bugs into a bad spot. If we go, like, right here, that's fine, we'll go here. They can't get illegal because they just seize it, but the company ordered from... Oh, gotcha. Okay. I get what you're saying, yeah. I don't know too much about how ordering stuff like that works because it's not something I ever use myself, but, I mean, I get it. Sometimes you just need that product. Let's get, synthetic repairs, fine. Okay, so I'm actually kind of curious how they're gonna approach us because they have bugs, but we have machine guns. Those are some pretty big bugs. Let's get out of the direct line of fire from the turret. Let's see if we can actually gun them down. I will also have Zeoposer out here too. For Zeoposer has a very funny gun, and I want to make sure we use that funny gun to its fullest potential. Holy cow, that's a lot of bugs. Alright, we may need to, Okay. Alright. We get one pawn because we have one unclaimed bed, so we're gonna pick a new friend. Colonist? Let's see. Randomize. And tough, nervous, unconvincing, abrasive, trigger happy. Teleport to exact location. Let's dump it here. And this person, Lumi, is actually named. Oh, it's only Grubby's the only person who doesn't have a pawn. Alright, Grubby's the only one in here. So congrats to Grubby for getting a pawn. So Grubby is a caravan child to be bounty hunter. Really good shooting in melee. So basically a combatant through and through. That's perfect. You want boba and pickles. I feel like saying these things is not exactly helping the allegations of certain things being possible, because you really desire sweet and sour, and it's like very strange. You might as well get some sweet and sour sauce from the local Chinese takeout and just consume that. Holy cow, I'm drowsy. Oh my gosh. Also, I kind of also want to get opinions later on of people's thoughts of if I switch the stream time a little bit. I have been considering moving the start and end times back by an hour. So maybe from, what's it called, from 7 to... Instead of from like 8 to midnight, which is what I normally do, what if I do 7 to 11? I think I can do it. It just restricts my after work activities a little bit further, and the only exception to this would be on Tuesdays, where it will still be whatever time it is right now due to the fact that I have other obligations on this day. It's just something I'm considering. I'm not saying it will happen, but maybe my start time might be a little bit more flexible between 8 and 7, depending on the things that I have to do on any given time. Does that make sense? Less time for you to hang out. Oh, that's right, because you come in later. Because I know you have work. Yeah. Okay. I'm thinking about it. Not saying it's guaranteed. Give you that hour. What if I'm gonna use that hour to go to sleep? I know, I'm joking. The other thing I've also considered. It doesn't work that way. Where are you getting all these good emotes? Oh, you're probably gifted a lot of gift subs. That's where you're getting all these emotes from. That's probably where it's all coming from. I have enough plasteel to make more armor. Oh, we don't have advanced components, do we? I think we're running out of advanced components. I just realized, yeah. We need to build an auto fabricator for advanced components, I think. It's so much effort to set up an auto fab. I know we need it, but I don't want to. Anyways, let's go do this quest. Okay, drop these. Alright, so who's gonna go on this quest, this magical adventure? So first of all, we need to load in some food. So let's go load in... Let's go load in about 20 meals is probably good enough. Should not be too difficult to load that in. And then we gotta kill more animals for food. I think we actually are running out of food. So just kill all the wildlife. And let's also set up a fishing zone. Thankfully, we're allowed to fish right outside our door, and it's not that big of a deal. Perfect. I think I've made like multiple fishing zones for some reason, and it's confusing me. Okay. Hi, Xanth, how are you? Yeah, you divine more times rightly owned by the wifey title. That's fair enough. Fair enough. I know wife always gets privileges. I should take off this mustache. This mustache is soup strainer's a little too messy. Oh, Twitch is dying. All right, I knew it. Twitch is dying on everyone. That's the problem. Okay, that explains a lot. I knew it. I knew Twitch was trying to suppress me. Oh, it's all Twitch's fault. I knew it. Oh, I put the mustache back on. Okay. Twitch has been, I think, really mucking around with view counts as of late, and it's been driving me mad because I think at some point I was like, oh, I might actually be getting close to maybe one day breaking out and reaching partner, and then not anymore. So I think Twitch is just the... I don't know if that's just a pipe dream now. Who knows? Maybe one day. Maybe one day. Ow. Why are we throwing things at me? What have I done? What have I done to deserve this? Hello, Kefir. I see you there on the other side, don't worry. YouTube is also a fun area to be. Also, hi, Normar. A rad Omega landed. What does that mean? What do these words mean? You know, it's okay. I will just become a YouTube streamer. That's the solution. Have a good night, Arani. Or a good day, Arani. Have fun with your classes. I hope your classes go well. We might be able to cure marksmen of their brain injury. Well, let's see how this pans out. Okay, let's go on a quest. So, who are we sending? Garm gets to be the pilot, as requested. Infidave gets to go in. Marksman gets to go in, as the opposer has the autocannon and thus has to go in. And we got one more person. I think we'll send in Unholy due to the fact that Unholy has a machine gun. I think that's a fine squad. It's 5 people instead of 4, but they'll survive. And then we're gonna have to land over here and see what's there. I know you will, Ray, don't worry. I'm not gonna stream the whole time tonight just because I'm a little tired. I still can't believe they doubled your work. They really gotta pay you extra. You gotta demand that extra paycheck, that big fat check. I do need to upload YouTube. Yes. Here's the thing, let me ask, if I made a video for YouTube, what would you want? Would you want like a video like Ambiguous Amphibian where it's just like a recap, but like it's told in a very dramatic way? You want ASMR sleep content? You want Ray to stab you? You want Ray to stab me? Arad Omega, my beloved eradication machine. What? I don't know what that means, Normar. I don't even know how that would be. Good night, my little... let's see, what would I say? What do people say in these like really weird videos? Have a good night, kitten. Get some rest for daddy. Like that. Oh, jeez. So, where are we landing here? Because this is okay, wait, so this is a mall. So first of all, we can't even land in the middle. We can land on the outside. But the inside, there's no way to land because I assume it's fully roofed, right? So this is probably the safest entry point, but there's no easy access point to get in. There's no door. We have to fight our way to the door over here. We could also land in the middle here and just try to survive, but that's also fairly risky. The northern entry point, there's just a mechanoid hanging around here. That guy, just there, Sea Dog style. Let me look at Sea Dog's videos. I don't think I want. Oh wait, no, I do. I know Sea Dog's. I know what Sea Dog's videos are like. Yeah, Sea Dog VA. Oh, there's also a ramp here. Maybe we just land at the top. The parking garage might not be the worst idea to fight in. Maybe we land. It's like do you not like amphibian? I like amphibian videos. They're great. I guess it's the safest spot to land. We'll land here. There's a lot of shamblers here too, so that's fun. All right, we should be landing momentarily. Thanks, Krusty. Where is our... There it is. There's our pelican. Alright. Let's go rip through this mall. I'm kind of curious what treasures abound here. Any day now we'll hop out of this thing, right? Okay, so first of all, let's eat, and then let's go deal with this. Oh, there's a... Okay, hold on. We gotta deal with this first. There is a thing that needs to be murdered now before it gets too close. Okay, that's not good. So you have a gun. You need help to kill this thing before it hurts Unholy. Okay, so now you can pause, eat. Okay, so you managed to eat. Good. And then you... Okay. I may have taken 2 snipers, which is probably not ideal. Actually, no, Z-Pulse got a auto cannon, so it's fine. We have 2 beaters, so that's okay. Ancient load-bearing concrete. All right, let's go in here, shall we, comrades? Let's see. What is inside the Great Mall? Because I'm sure there's treasure that abounds. Also, there's a lot of fighting over there. Those Shamblers and that Scyther are going kind of hard. Can we shoot through the window? Probably not. Okay. Oh, hello. In case it gets too close, I want the others ready to blast it. Okay, got Garm back here. It's coming after us. It's not gonna live. Perfect. Okay. Let's see. Okay. So our squad of 5 is going in here as we try to sneak through the 100 days, more like 100%. What do you mean 100 days? I know there's a bunch of other stuff in here. Let's check this. Okay, so here's my thinking. We're here as a group of 4. Well, I probably should keep Garm back, actually. I'm gonna move Garm back to the... no. More people is better. Oh, I think I know which game you're talking about. I think Ray might have gotten me that game. I think I played it, and I thought it was fine. Alright, crack open that bag. You crack that one open. You go in here. Ah, shotguns. Okay, over here. Okay. Let's have you crack the shelves, and I want to see... Okay, so pick that up. Pick these up. Oh, that corpse one, that corpse came alive. Uh-oh. I wasn't expecting that corpse to come to life. Okay, so you have grabbed this. As long as no one's approaching our pelican, we're fine. I don't want that pelican to just get destroyed when we're not paying attention, which is the other reason I have to be a little careful, and maybe why I should have kept Garm by the ship, but it's fine. Let's just keep going. Interesting. It's almost like a prison room. The Shamblers are approaching very rapidly, which is kind of concerning. Also, there's a lot of clothing racks. Wow. Do these things actually just drop clothes? Hold on, let's crack this open. Strip this. Oh, hello. That's a lot. Okay, I need you over here. Does it actually drop anything? Oh, it does. It actually drops helmets. Well, I don't care about that. That's fine. I don't think it's really worth peeking through this entire building, quite frankly. Let's go to the deeper, more interesting parts, because otherwise we're just going to find a lot of single components and nothing else crazy exciting. Let's go to the other side. I want to see what's inside this giant fog of war. And we're going to try to approach this like we would play, like if we were playing a tactical game. So we'll have Interdave, Arm here, you here, you here. Okay, so this is here's our breaching team. Oh, they're coming from the rear, right? No. Oh yeah, there is something coming from the rear. Oh. Alright, well, it didn't live very long. Alright, just have marksman peeking. Okay. Because didn't you know Rimworld is actually a game of door kickers? Yeah, I like door kickers, and I've been meaning to stream it for some time, so you actually got bamboozled into a door kicker stream. Congratulations. That's a lot of Shamblers. Ah, that thing surprisingly is durable, and that Liberator is taking a while to kill it. Come on. Okay, I'll switch you to aim shot. Maybe your accuracy is gonna suck less if we do that. Just like a lot of zombies. It's like I'm playing, what's that one game, Stalker? Check the next door over. Check this one. Probably need someone to break one of these doors down so we have an exit point. Yeah, I think let's create an exfil point. We're gonna have Z-Pulser crack that down. It's gonna take a while anyways. While that's happening, you crack this open, you crack this open, and then these two. Where do we want to approach? Let's just go approach from the rear. I see a door over there in the corner, which may lead to additional treasures. It's also nighttime, which means more spooky things are about to happen. There is also an underground parking lot entrance, which probably has a lot more stuff behind it, but that's gonna take more effort to go through. I don't need an elephant tusk. I'll take a component, that's fine. Yeah, it's better looking buildings than you. You too could have built like this if you were willing to put the effort into it and stop playing those darn video games. There we go, let's just rip this apart. There's a bunch of shamblers here, which is also concerning, but look at all these people on the ground dying. Oh, their tribals came in with some basically nothing and now they died. It's a breach axe, which actually might be relevant for Infidave. I'm gonna give Infidave the breach axe as an extra weapon. Oh, wait a second. The bookcases. There's a lot of books here. The finest books. Alright, we'll need to rip through the... What is that? 2 shamblers? That's fine. I think we can easily rip through 2 shamblers. Okay, and then the next one, which Garm will just try to poke down, and thankfully we have Infidave also poking them down. Perfect. Let's go rip through the bookcases, because I am actually kind of curious if the game's going to give us anything of note, or if it's just going to give me us more random garbage. This is the opportunity we needed. We needed books. We needed treasure. Here's our chance. Well, there actually is books here. Hobbes' Manifesto. Okay, what do we find? The Encyclopedia of Stygian Wake-Up Production. Okay. Bonbon's Intro to Food. What'd you find here? The Revenants in the Chamber. Okay, so basically nothing that's relevant to us because we're not playing with the DLC that I'm blanking out on the name of that lets you do spooky things. Oh, hold on. I need to stretch real quick. Okay. Anomaly, yeah, we're not playing with the Anomaly stuff. I generally don't like Anomaly that much, which is why I mentioned it. I like to keep my Rimworld within like a certain level of technology, concepts, and all that, and usually Odyssey is one of those things that I just don't like too much. I actually surprisingly don't like... I surprisingly do not care for SCP content in Rimworld. Just not a fan of a lot of it. Oh, there's a lot of manifestos we're finding. That's like the third man... Okay, look at this. I just want to point out. Diodolus Manifesto. The Manifesto of Chaos. Hobbes' Manifesto. And then the Revenants in the Chamber. A lot of manifestos that this place is holding, which is vaguely concerning. Check out this room. Okay. We're gonna try to break down the shutters. We try to break down these boxes. Just break it down. Okay, switch to our guns again. I could try to break through the door, or we could just try to go around. It's probably easier to just try to break down the door. Let's get everyone over here. The problem is that they do need to sleep soon. And these beds might be our only option for the time being. I'm just gonna claim them for now. And then if they need to sleep, they can go sleep there. Where are you going? Washing yourselves at the nearest water source, which is where? Oh god. Okay, no, you're not allowed to do that. That's gonna take forever. Nope, this needs to be broken down. I don't want to micromanage all their jobs they're doing, but I don't want them to run around where they're gonna explode. Let's just crack this open and see what happens. Hello, that is a shambler that's pretty heavily outfitted. That is a really big room. I think we should try to go to the underground garage. There might be stuff in there. And maybe not so many shamblers that are coming after us, and they're all fairly well equipped. Alright, let's just get... yeah. Let's try that. We're gonna hop onto the Pico 03 and move it all the way up north. Oh my gosh, I think my foot might be developing a callus. Oh jeez. Oh, we took the long way. Okay, Zephos, you need to go kill this man. This man has good gear, but unfortunately I have to stop him. And Garm is sad now. Because Garm is tired and we probably killed too many people. You need a... No, okay, that's fine. Because Zepo's locked in a 1vx. Get you behind cover. And then... hopefully Garm will be free. Zepo's actually hitting a couple shots, which is becoming a problem. Okay, move this here. Oh, this thing does not move. 0.6 CS per second is really bad. Okay. Let's get everyone back here. Yeah, this thing cannot really maneuver. I think it's one of those things like... I mean, to be fair, it doesn't have wheels. That makes sense. The problem is I don't like Garm running away into random directions, and I don't know where he might be heading. Okay, I see what's happening. Okay, so get everyone off of this. Get them over here, because Garm's about to go run into a Shambler. Or not. I guess they just don't care. I thought they were gonna kill Garm, and they just didn't. Cool. Okay. I'm gonna save the game. Yeah. Okay. Let me think real fast. Sorry, I'm just like looking at something. I think I can take the stash off now, right? I think I'm free from the stash. Yeah, that's probably fine. Okay. Here's my thinking. These pawns need a rest. There's a giant wall that still needs to be sorted through to loot for materials. I think we killed most everything that matters. We could loot through the corpses to see if there's anything of note, but it's probably not likely we're going to find anything. I think the only point of note is this parking lot entrance, which probably contains something that we need to peek at, and that'll be our next objective. However, I feel like I'm gonna pass out, like in real life, and that's not a good thing. I think I'm like weirdly tired for some reason, and I should probably just not go too much harder right now, or I'm gonna get knocked out. So I know this is a little short. I know it's a 2.5 hour stream instead of the usual. I wanted to go 3 hours, but I just don't think I feel like I just can't. I'm sorry. I'm gonna like pass out here. I'm sorry. Say hi to Sai. She's playing some vintage story with some friends, so hopefully you might find that enjoyable. But I know we're ending a little early today. Tomorrow we'll be back at Hoi 4, and then Thursday we're gonna be doing Star Sector again because we haven't played that in a long time. So I'm glad you swung by and you had fun. Thank you, Indra A's, for the follow. All right, good night, everyone, and goodbye. I'm gonna go pass out on my bed probably now. I'm sorry for the shorter stream than usual. All right. Also, thank you, Atimo, for the follow. All right. We'll finish this crazy nonsense next week.
Yes, but we're not at that point yet.